Okay, hello friends. So today we're having a DeFi. We're having this double door. So we had a complaint that this refrigerator is tripping the breaker continuously. The time they switch on the switch, then the breaker, the earth leakage is tripping. Okay, so let's see inside, and you can see that this is the model number for the fridge. Is F640, and this is the measurements for the fridge. Okay, so first thing that you need to take note of, if a client is complaining that the fridge is tripping the breaker, first thing that you need to take note of is which breaker is tripping. Let me show you what okay, so this is our main switch. So we can see that we have the main switch, the double pole, and we have this our earth leakage, and also we have these ones for the rooms, lights and everything. So if one of these was tripping, we know that the neutral and the live are touching. There is a short circuit. Now if the earth leakage is the one that is tripping, we know that between the neutral and the live, one is in contact with the earth. That causes the earth leakage to trip because it causes an imbalance between the two. So now I'll ask my friend to switch on the fridge, then you see which one is tripping. Oh, now we have seen that it is tripped. So it shows that one of our lines is touching to the earth. So let's go and find out which one. Okay, so this is the back of our refrigerator. You can see that we have two separate compressors. One is for the freezer and one is for the refrigerator. Okay, so this is our socket for the supply of the refrigerator. So what do we need to test? Okay, we need to test this, we need a multimeter. We test using the ohms. Okay, so this is my tester. It's already on. So I'll unplug this one from the main switch like this. Then I will test across the neutral like this. This is our live, and I will test across. Yeah, now we see that we're having a reading between the neutral. Did you see that? Yes, there's a reading. And I'll put the neutral and the earth. Okay, here we don't have a reading, but that shows that there is a short between the neutral and the live. You can see that the one of the component is grounded. So since this refrigerator, yeah, you see it's fluctuating. So since this refrigerator is a control board, it might be the control board. Okay, no, these things, okay, sorry, this thing, we should not have a reading between the earth and any of the lines between the neutral and the live. So if we have any reading, the earth will surely trips. Okay guys, so now how do we test now? How do we test? First of all, we need to isolate. We have this compressor, so we need to remove the components and test on the terminals of the compressor. Now you need to know that every time working with electricity, you need to unplug the switch. Okay, to unplug the plugs, ne? Okay, sharp, thank you so much. So now we open here, and you remove first. We remove the relay, so then you cannot see clearly here. Okay, it's a little bit stuck. It's a little bit tight. Okay, so now I've removed the relay. This is our relay. Then we have this this overload. Okay, so let me put it out like this. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? We have removed it, so the earth is not okay. The earth now is not connected. That is another way that you can use to test that the earth is not connected to the compressor. So if we test, if we get a reading, it means the problem is either with this compressor or with the control board. So now I will test again on the earth, so on the live terminal and the neutral like this. Okay, like this, our live, then our earth. We have a reading, so it simply means it's probably that this compressor is alright, but we'll test for the benefit of the video. Okay, one thing that we need to know, on a compressor we have 3 terminals, 2 at the bottom and 1 on top, or vice versa. So if we test here, if we test the run and the start, we should get a reading. Okay, now you see that between the start and the run, between the start and the run, we have 42.1 ohms. Then we test on run and common. We have 10.3. Then we state between the common and start, we have 32.3. That one adds to 4. So it simply means that our compressor is working alright, since what we are getting from between the run and start is adding up from what we're getting connecting to the common. Okay. Now there's another thing that we need to test. Since the fridge is tripping the main switch, we need to test if it's grounded. So we'll put this terminal 1, okay, we'll put 1 here, since you know that it's welded, so it simply means it's connected. So I'll put 1 here. This is our ground. This is our ground, and we have, now I'm putting one of my probes on the run terminal. There is no reading. 1 terminal on the start reading, on the start terminal, and on the common there's no reading. So it means this compressor is perfect. Then I will do the same test to this. I will do the same test to this compressor, to this other compressor. Now I am removing the relay and the overload. Okay, so now I will test. Now I will just test if it's grounded or not. So this is my ground, my terminal to the ground. Now I'm testing my terminal. My red probe is on the run terminal, no reading. Then the other one, now I have put it on the start terminal, no reading, and now it's on the common terminal, no reading. So this shows that our compressors, both of our compressors, are working perfectly fine. Okay, so now we have seen that this is our cable from the socket, from the wall socket, and we have disconnected the compressor, and we have also connected this compressor. Now both of the compressors are disconnected. So now there is a cable. These are the cables 1, 2, and 3. This is the live coming from the main, from the PC, okay, or from the thermostat in other refrigerators. So now we have to test this. So if we test this and if we get any reading, we will know that there is a problem with the main board over there. Now we will put one of our terminals on the earth itself and on the neutral. Okay. Yeah, on the neutral. Now see it there. This is our neutral. We are having a reading 2.872, and it shows that our neutral is grounded. Now we test also on the live terminal. We see that we're also getting a reading. So that shows that up there, or on our control board, there is a component that is grounded. So that's why the breaker is tripping, the earth leakage is tripping. So now, yeah, okay, so guys, now, so there is my client has said right now his budget is not on his side. So he said I should just do something that he can use the fridge for just a time, then you go and buy the what. I've advised him to replace the control board. So he said, can I do something for him that he can just use for a few days or few months, few weeks, whatever he wishes. So now what am I gonna do now? I'm just going to, since I know that my control board is grounded. So now what I am going to do now is to just disconnect this terminal that is going to disconnect my earth, which is going to the control board. So if I disconnect like this, everything will work perfectly fine. Okay guys, I've also realized that the control board, which is over there connected through this cable, is also connected to this metal chassis. So if I connect my earth to the compressors are also connected to metal chassis, the breaker will continue to trip. So I've just said, okay, since it's just a temporary repair, I'll just cut this one, I'll just cut this one and put insulating there, so that earth will not have earth on this fridge. It will not be earth. So as long as you don't have earth, it will not have any problem. So okay guys, as you have seen that okay guys, listen up. We can hear that both our compressors are running perfectly. If I touch here, this is the discharge side. It's warm, I can feel it. And this one is our suction side. Yes, it's cold. This one is our discharge side, and our suction side. There is a temperature difference, a significant one. So guys, this is basically how you repair a fridge that is tripping the breaker. So there you test the problem, test the compressors. Sometimes the compressor may be when the windings are worn out, they ground, so they keep on tripping. So in that case, you know that your compressor will not last long. So you have to make preparations to buy a new compressor. But you can just cut the earth, but it will not last for long because it will be broken if the compressor is the one which is broken. Okay, now today we've learned two main things, or should I say three. Okay, the first one that we have learned is when the breaker is tripping. Your client will tell you that my breaker is tripping. You need to check first which one is tripping. If it's this one, the earth leakage, which is tripping, know that it's because the ground, one of the terminals between the neutral and the live, is grounded. So one we can just do, you can just cut it you can just cut the earth so that it no ground. That's alternative number one. But if your customer is saying, okay, my breaker is tripping, then you come to the main switch like this, then you see that it's one of these, then you realize no, there is a touch or a direct contact between the live and the neutral. So you have to find out but that one is mostly because of compressor or whatever. It might be just kids. You just have to test it. But basically, you know that if it's these ones, you know that live and neutral are touching. If this one, you know that earth or ground is touching one of the two. So that's it. That's all. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your subscription. I thank you so much because it's because of you I'm recording, and there are more and more coming. Everything that I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to upload everything. I'm going to record everything. I will try my best to improve the quality. Don't worry guys, I'm on your side. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you so much for your following. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you.